Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Astrology chat for January 31st, 2023. So the keys for today are to continue practicing stepping out of your box and expressing yourself in new ways, trying new modalities, taking different angles so that you can find more joy and more consistency in your life. If you allow yourself to, again, continue to do the process of checking in with yourself, checking in with your progress, checking in with your process, and allowing yourself to express these things in your relationships with other people while starting with yourself, then you're going to have a lot of growth. Now, there are going to be points today where old habits might die hard, right? Where your instinct of things that you're used to doing or how you're used to responding or how you're used to perceiving things is going to come up because that's been your natural default. But the tensions today continue to invite you to be aware of them and to release them. And I say this because we have the moon in Libra all day. The moon in Libra continues to be about our partnerships, our relationships. If we look at where the planet of Libra, the ruling planet of Libra is right now, that's Venus, and she's in Capricorn. And so this is an energy of looking at the traditions, looking at what you usually have done in your life and allowing yourself to express it in a new way, especially since we have an opposition to both the North Node and Chiron. And both of these energies are in Aries, where you're being called to pay attention to yourself, to be authentic with yourself, to engage in your healing, to allow yourself to take on different approaches so that you can get different results. And we do have a square to Mars where if you're not careful, right, you'll find yourself doing the same old things again with the same old people, getting the same old results, or doing the same things with new people and again getting the same results. The key here is being aware of when you're doing something that you've done before that you no longer want to do. Take a step back and allow adjustment to reign, especially since we do have the moon in parallel to the South Node that's also in Libra. So there are a lot of changes in the air. Now, as always, if two people can come to an agreement and commit to making a change in the relationship so that both parties are included in their awareness and in their growth, then that relationship can continue. However, if one or both parties come to a point where they're like, oh, this just isn't working, don't hit your head against the wall. And this is not just about people. This is about habits. This is about communication. This is about everything. Because remember, all of your interactions with other people are reflections of what's going on with yourself, right? And if you are standing in a place of authenticity and accountability, then even if there is a loss, even if there is a change, even if there is a frustration, then it's still going to be going in the right direction. So actually don't look for everything to be easy. Allow yourself to build up the fortitude of being able to handle difficult things, especially since we have an in conjunction with Uranus. So there's kind of a wild card that can come out of nowhere that you're not expecting. And Saturn is also an intense energy. So we have a lot of air where you want to think, you want to do things differently, but it's coming against the earth of the matter, things that are very physical. And that doesn't mean that there can't be change. It just means that you have to allow yourself to be systematic about it, allow yourself to be consistent. And especially with that trine that the sun is making to the moon today, your desire to be authentic, to be your individual, to be that, mad scientist inside of you is on the table. If you work it out, if you allow yourself to be who you really are, you are going to find your tribe. You are going to find the people that work for you. You're just going to have to be willing to go walk away from parts of you that no longer are aligned with you or relationships that aren't fostering that healing. Now, you can't always burn the baby with the bathwater, right? So there are some relationships that you're just going to have to still work with, right? You're going to have to still work with the people that you work with. If you're still in contact with family members or people because you have to deal with them, then okay, but continue to still walk towards your own path. And if that eventually leads you walking away from people, that's okay, because you're going to be walking towards yourself. Somebody needed to hear that. I love you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow.